Welcome to all of the brilliant scholars from all over Asia. So first, I would like to talk about how LIS Asia was established. So back in April, right when the pandemic was becoming more and more serious in Japan, and the world started talking quite skeptical about this idea of globalization, Ayano and I found out that we were both feeling the same way, which is that we both want to do something to visualize the importance of having multicultural environment and close connection in which we can share ideas and information with each other, especially when the physical borders are shut internationally. So this was the starting point of TLA. And today we're living in a society where you can obtain necessary information in a blink of an eye. However, given the linguistic diversity in the region, we acknowledge that when it comes to gathering information of other countries in Asia, unless you're a multilingual genius, we highly depend on our domestic media delivered in our mother tongue or Western media that is in English. So in order to foster this intra-Asian info sharing process, we decided to make a platform where youth in Asia can interact directly, inform, and jointly think about solutions to today's existing problems in a constructive way.
Okay, so let me explain what we are doing right now. So we mainly have 3 pillars in our activities. The first one is Voice Asia, where anyone can write as the contributing writer on any topic, opinion, or essay regarding Asia. Our editor will edit the text and then publish it as independent articles. And then the second one is Dialogue 4.0. This is the discussion usually done by our core members once a month. We will edit the content of our talk and then publish it as an article articulating the point we discussed. Last month, we made this discussion open to the public so that more people can join to talk. I remember, I think like 25 members joined, and then we have 11 nationalities in the discussions. And more exciting events will be launched soon, so please keep your eyes on us. And then the third one is IC News. This is a special interview series we conduct with experts in certain fields. We ask their interviewee the question we came up with during the discussion, which we could not find an answer to. We edit and publish it in 4 different languages of English, Japanese, Korean, and Mandarin Chinese, so anyone can easily have access. And now we have more than 15 members who work with us collectively, and the 8 core founding members are coming from South Korea, Taiwan, Japan, Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia. And unsurprisingly, 6 out of their 8 are all Xian alumni. For us, Xian community is pure inspiration in what we do now, the strong support and mentor, and also a place that we call home.
Okay, so next, I'll talk a little bit about the methods we use. So when I talked with Ayano back in April about what we can potentially do as a team, I immediately thought of applying what I have studied during undergrad, which was the constructive reporting methods. Originally, it's a technique in journalism invented by a Danish scholar in an attempt to rebuild the relationship between media and people by reducing the negativity bias that news reports conveys on a daily basis. And now, not only European media industries, but also such international institutions as the United Nations or Google News Initiative, they have been using these methods. So we decided to apply this methodology, not just in the editing process of our article, but also in the whole structure of this organization, especially when we talk about very sensitive, rather difficult issues existing in the region of Asia. We plan and conduct our events to be as constructive as possible. And previously, we conducted discussion events on topics like infodemic and its effects on each country and region, and complex views on online education under the COVID-19, together with students and teachers from all over Asia, and also on the narratives of war memorials in Asia and beyond other regions as well. And interviews were conducted according to the proposed questions during the discussion and were published in multiple languages. And also, we co-hosted online forum with other non-governmental organizations, mainly based in Japan so far, to exchange ideas and deliver what we, as the youth in Asia, think of today's pressing issues.
Okay, have you ever seen any of the this organization? I'm sure that like some of you came coming from Waseda University, but previously we have collaborated with these organizations. They come from very diverse area. With Peace Boat Frontier Center in Japan, we jointly discussed the topic of complex disaster under the unprecedented rainfall in Kyushu region in terms of the COVID-19, which disabled volunteer to come for help. Since I'm in Fukuoka right now, yeah, this topic was really interesting for me to discuss with people who are actually in the place and in doing the volunteer activities. We provide the perspective of other regions than Japan that have been experiencing the similar situation, such as China and Korea. With NPO Holocaust Center in Tokyo, we previously co-hosted some online events and now undergoing some new projects and workshop connecting East Asia discourses and European discourses for the rest of this year.
Okay, thank you, Ayano. And the upcoming 2 articles planned to be published this week and next week are about hate speech discourse on social media that has been increasingly harsh over the past few decades in Japan and also in Germany, interestingly. And we interviewed this German political scientist, Dr. Fabian Schäfer, who analyzed Japan's political bots on Twitter in the 2014 election. The talk on the hate speech and discrimination that root deeply into the post-colonial times, especially in the context of East Asia, and the new ways of communication brought by the functionality of social media were really, really interesting. So please stay tuned and tell us what you thought of it.
As we've mentioned, we are now planning to host inter-regional discussion events for the coming few months on various topics. Also now we are producing a short documentary film to visualize Korea-Japan interdependence by featuring tourism industry in terms of COVID-19, where mobility is very much restricted. And if you have some opinion you want to share with the youth in Asia or like the youth in the world, you can always post it on our website. So please refer to the Join Us page for more details. So this is the end of this is the end of our presentation. I think that if you heard that starting the project or like the organization like ours like sounds difficult, but you know like this community, Bartian community, make it very easy. I mean like when I wanted to start something like this kind of the Leaders Asia, suddenly like think about like a Kaori, and then we talked about like you know we can do something, and then now we are here. So don't take it like serious. You can find like a friend in Vision communities very easily, and they're passionate about Asian issue or like international issues or whatever. So anyway, so we really love to have you in this organization. So if you're interested in this organization or having a discussion with us, please reach out to us like through Facebook, WeChat, whatever it is. It's fine. So thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to collaborating with you soon. And last but not least, don't forget to follow us to stay tuned.